Hey guys, Loma02, currently playing some 1v1 commander under the new ban list. What do I think of this hand? This hand is keepable. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how good this format's going to be. I've heard it's kind of horrible. It seems like it's going to be horrible because all the fast mana's back in. And they have the mana crypt. Alright, well, I'll probably just lose the game then. Alright, Demonic Tutor for what? Soul Ring as well. So this is probably one of the reasons why this format sucks. Just looking at this start, this is dumb. Fast mana with a tutor. Probably going to be good enough to close the game out, especially just the variance involved is going to be very high, which without being vintage. But you put a Thoughtseize in my hand and then like give me the play, then the whole game unravels essentially. So it kind of comes down to a die roll when you think about how fast mana impacts these kind of matchups. There you go. There's a Thoughtseize, which I think I am going to use here, as opposed to just go for an Underground Sea. Yeah. You have Mental Misstep. Nope. Factor Fiction. Wasteland. Okay. Wasteland kind of sucks, but it means they're not going to be casting stuff. They can Wasteland my land, obviously. But then they're not casting their card. Okay, they're going to try to go for a Factor Fiction here, I assume. Alright, they put the 2 in their hand. Alright, we get Putrefy and their City of Brass here. Still can't Wasteland me if they want to cast their most high impact spell there. Alright, looks like they're going to go for possibly a Leovold. Now they're just going to go for a Dig Through Time. Oh, Jace the Mind Sculptor. That's a good one. Alright, steal their artifact, man. I don't like the way my opponents played this, but, I think they're still winning pretty decidedly. Well, so far, at least we're in the game. I don't think that Mana Crypt and Demonic Tutor have really made the format healthy, though. With that start, my opponent should be very far ahead of me at this point. I don't think they've cinched it as well as they could have as far as their selection goes. But we'll see. I mean, they're probably going to win this. Jace the Mind Sculptor after turn 2 Fact or Fiction after Demonic Tutor is pretty strong. Alright, opponent's deep in the tank, so at least we're making them think. Probably cast out their Leovold this turn, be my guess. Alright, Reclamation Sage blowing up their own Mana Crypt. Interesting. Wasteland me. Okie doke. I'm going to go ahead and draw first. Trinket Mage. They have Force of Will as well. Yes, I would like to use this ability, very much so. Get a Mana Vault, say go. And go ahead. If they really want to kill the deck, they could bounce the Trinket Mage and then try to counter it on the backstroke, but they haven't played a land, or they did not play another land last turn, so I think they're probably out of them. Possibly. We're going to draw, ostensibly looking for landage here. Okay. Okay, him to Turek my Visions and my Imperial Seal. Trade you. Okay, dig through time. Back up to 5 cards. Almost feel like Pithing Needle would be a decent card in this deck. But that could be wrong. Well, we'll see what the opponent does here. They definitely have a massive time differential in our favor. I do feel like they're still winning this. Jace is a spooky, spooky card, and I don't know of what ways I have to deal with it in this deck. This is a stolen list. Alright. Oh, do you have Force of Will? No. I'm going to discard the Force of Will here. Okay, Fatal Push is gone. Okay, more land. It's going to be a Leovold counterspell. Oh, Titania. Oh, Acidic Slime blowing up one of my lands. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm still going to draw here. Get him to sack this creature. Alright. Jace doing his thing. Okay, Choop. Old Choopaloop. And a Nile Spellbomb. Okay, well that's pretty good against what we've got going on. Let's go ahead and cast this out. And go ahead. They have to wonder what I'm up to here. If I'm them, I probably think that I got Toxic Deluge, so what do they have in hand? Counterspell. Okay, Islands. Okay, Glenalandra is annoying. Exceedingly. Discard your last card. This will get bounced by the Jace, I assume. Yep. Okay, bounce it. Kill the Liliana, attack the Dak, I assume. Okay. Leovold. Can't use Dak here. Well, I can use to steal an artifact at the net loss of a card, essentially, because they gain a card back. Yeah, Jace kind of just took over the game. Well, really, it was early mana advantage took over the game. Factor Fiction into Dig Through Time. Kind of rough. But it did take my opponent a while. I guess we can thump our chest on that to find a way to win here. Obviously, Brainstorm's hot garbage, Dak's hot garbage. Basically, just both say discard cards, or what is it? Chittering rats yourself with Brainstorm. Seems bad. They have a way to kill this thing. If they do, that's good for them. They probably do. All right. Torrential Gearhulk getting back what? Putrefy. Okay. Well, as of now, they don't have the mana to cast that. They do. They just automatically cast it. Alright. Well, Jace, the Mind Sculptor, wins games. Who would have thought? I think we can go ahead and pack this one in. I'm not going to waste their time or mine. I could waste their clock some more, but I don't think their clock's going to win them the game there. Or it's not going to win me the game, per se. Well, let's see if we can get the busted mana opener. They didn't have a lot of counter magic in their deck. This hand's good. I mean, it could be better. I'm going to vamp for my combo. Which the combo in this deck is the Buried Alive combo. Alright. Okay. It's possible we just wanted to go for artifact mana there. Just get Jace down early. Thought Scour is actually randomly nice against the top tutors as well. If this is a him to Turek, that's rough. Rough beats. Okay. Okay. Buried alive. Hopefully we don't get dazed here. Anything to play? Nope, nothing. See if this gets countered. Alright, so if they recast their dude, I can just win the game, right? Show me your counter spell. More black mana would have been very nice here because we could have tainted pacted for Force of Will and pitched Jace to it. Alright, do you have Force of Will as well? Alright. You make me go through it? Alright, yeah, I didn't think so. Cool. Alrighty, well, time for game 2. Or game 3. Strongcast is evidently out of date. Okay, this hand is moderate. I'm going to keep it at a minimum. Okay, Bayou into Thoughtseize would be the worst to see. But, what are you going to do? Nothing, okay. Oh, Duress is a good pickup. Should have probably fetched there. Okay, Vamp for something. Could be Demonic Tutoring for Dak Faden. Alright. Alright. Soul Ring into... I guess they didn't get the Crypt. Interesting. They got Soul Ring. Okay. Oh, they're going to hymn me. No thanks. Alright. Go. Yep. I like Treachery here. Okay. Oh, I should have done that. That was bad on my part. Screwed up. I guess I had to keep it alive. Alright, Fiery Confluence, 1 damage to each creature. Yep. Well, what have you got? Solemn we know about. The treachery of their own bribery. Okay, they can steal the Necrotic Ooze. Not a lot of great creatures. Snapcaster Mage to get Treasure Cruise. There's not really a lot of good creatures in my deck. JVP, but that just flips back over to me. Okay, Bob. Bobby Bob is fine. Alright, we will Trinket Mage here. Finding a Mana Crypt. Recast Fiery Confluence. Destroy this artifact, blow up their board, and do 2 damage to them. Seems good. Alright, Pact of Negation. Alright. Well, if you want to block with Bob, go ahead and block with Bob, but you're taking a boatload of damage. You're going to pay basically all of your mana this turn. Game feels pretty over, though. Yeah, I mean, you're just tapping everything to stay alive, and I've got well over lethal on board. Alright. Probably a concession. So, 3-game match set. Opponent did win the first one where they just had the Mana Crypt and Demonic Tutor, which it just seems dumb to me. It's like, I don't mind playing with these cards, but, you know, when you introduce them into a format, especially one that's not as homogenous as a format like Vintage, and the card quality just varies so much. I mean, you're going from stuff like Pact of Negation to like Mana Crypt, and like the card power level, the parity of power between those two cards is not there. So, like, well, I feel Braxy played a pretty decent game. I don't think, they per se would have won that first game if they did not have the stellar opener that they had. And you kind of saw when they didn't have that opener, we never got that opener either, like where it was just like, fast mana into dumb stuff. We eventually used it. We were able to kind of outplay them, which I think is kind of where you want a format like this competitive in nature to be. So that's my run through of 1v1. Some of my just personal opinions. I play a lot of Hunter card. I don't play a lot of 1v1. This is not a format that I think is prime for competitive play. Folks will do it. But in my opinion, it's a lot like gambling. We would have lost that whole match just based on that first game. And that first game was kind of a bad showing. We were able to play to our ounce as best we could, but we just couldn't win that. Just didn't matter how well we played. Maybe if we top decked the best cards in our deck, we could have. But outside of that, I mean, like, it wasn't really a great game, great showing for the format. It kind of just shows, like, hey, you can do dumb crap in this format. And you can, when you're doing something, when you're finding the best card in your deck on turn number 1 and you're playing it on turn number 2, like, that's broken. Like, and there's not a lot of things that are going to beat that. Folks will say play Vandal Blast, play Braid. Like, those are both in the deck that I'm running because I took it from someone who is far more into this format than I am and went 5-0 with the list. But, yes, those cards are in there, but having the answers is not the same as having options. Like, having options is infinitely more powerful than having answers, and when you draw into those most powerful of options, like we saw in that first game there, you can just tend to win. Whereas if the game goes longer, we saw our combo was able to shine through in one game where we were able to hold up Counterspell and go through it, and then in the second game, or in the third game, we were just able to outvalue them with our commander. So, in general, what I think of the format, I don't know. I think it's possibly going in the right direction. I think the ban list needs to be relooked. I think the life totals need to go down to about 20. Me personally, though, I think you just get rid of the commander. Commanders are just bad for competitive play. They're great casual games. There's exciting, things that happen, but I don't think it's something that folks are going to be incentivized money-wise to actually play in. Because it's supposed to be a fun format. And I'm not saying it's not that. It's kind of what makes it distinguishable from something like Legacy or Vintage, although it is very redolent of those two formats in a lot of more ways than one. But I do think once you take the commander away, you force folks to play better games of Magic, and you also open up the diversity of the format. So I'm a big proponent for 100 card, and not 1v1, but I kind of wanted to showcase this format, give it a shot. This is my first time playing it. And there you go. There are my opinions on 1v1 and what I think of the format. So if you enjoy it, please continue to enjoy it. Don't be remiss in enjoying a format that you love or enjoy. I'm on behalf of me, but I kind of wanted to inform based on how I see the game and how I see it best being played. Anyways, guys, enjoy and take care now.